Okay, so after a while, I have made a map parser, which makes it, honestly, it just makes things a lot simpler for me, and for anybody who wants to ever do anything with Proton Engine. Because what you would have to do before, and I can show this, is, I would register each cube one by one, and you could still technically do that, but there's no true reason to. So basically, currently, I don't have a way to save maps as of current. I will be adding that eventually. But you can see I parse map. Basically, this is literally all I need to do in my code, is I just need to tell it to parse my map. It's that simple. And it'll just go through and it'll whatever. One thing I would like to make it do is delete. So like, right now it's not deleting anything, right? So if like if I wanted to, realistically, if I had this set up in like Shattered Reality, and I wanted to go from level 0 to level 1, I'd want to delete all the objects from level 1 first, and then load level 0. It's pretty, you know, self-explanatory, but I don't have that in yet. Right now, as you can see, map data is just stored in a JSON file. The name, the type of object. Right now, I only have cubes. It's X, Y, and Z coordinates with height and depth, red, green, and blue values, path to the texture, and the map levels, and the shininess. And then that's just for all my objects. And the map parser gets the executable path, and then basically, so when I'm debugging, the debug executable is not in here. So like when I make distributions of this, I have the resources folder next to the exe, and that's how you have to do it. And the resource folder contains custom shaders, custom maps, audio, custom textures. And that's what I really like, is you can make it it's really easy to make games. Like, it's really easy to have your textures available, everything, because it's just right there. It's right there, you can just grab it. So basically what this does is once it gets the file path, right, or if I'm debugging this file path right here, it will start a file stream and create a new JSON called data, and I just stream to the data. I created a vector for all my objects, and basically right now I just have an object defined as exactly what I have in the JSON file for my maps. The name, type of object, XYZ, width, height, depth, red, green, blue, path to texture, the map levels, and the shininess. And I take that in, and I just go for every single item in the map. So every single, every single item, every single object, and I add it to the vector. And then I set my file path to my textures, and I basically go through and I create new cubes for every cube. Once I add 3D models, new 3D models for every model. I'm planning on adding like slopes and stuff and other just general shapes, just so that you don't have to get 3D models for like a slope or something, right? So you can just have everything pretty easy to access. Actually, I should probably, this is pretty spaghettified. Should probably, just to make it easier to read. And boom. There we go. That is much easier to read, as you can see. And then in my shapes, I have my cubes. They auto register themselves to the shape renderer, and the renderer just, for every single cube in the cubes list, it renders them. So it does everything automatically. And once I add models, it'll do the same thing for that. And then, as you can see, if I actually go ahead and run this, it runs perfectly fine. It renders everything. Nope. It's got the shininess values. Yeah, it works. It's actually something I'm kind of proud of. But, yeah. That's pretty much it. Very proud of myself for this one. I said the next thing I should work on. I've been like pushing myself back on this one. Not like, more like procrastinating, because I just don't want to do it. But 3D models, listen, it's not that I don't want to, it's that it's overly hard. Like, seriously, I just like don't feel like doing it, you know. But anyway, I guess I'll see you in the next one.